Okay, well, welcome everybody. We are live now, and my name is Elaine Marsden, and what I'm going to do in the next 5 or so minutes is give you a little tour around Google Hangouts so that you're comfortable and feel relaxed with this, and it'll be helpful because certainly this tool is going to be huge, as Corrie said. It's a great tool for people to use for meetings like this, and they don't have to be broadcast. In fact, my family over Christmas, we all had a hangout. We're all in different parts of the world, and we all connected in this way. It was really wonderful. But then other people are using them, like Pope Francis actually used them recently. He had a Google Hangout, a live Google Hangout with children from around the world. And if you haven't watched that Hangout, it really is so touching. The children were able to ask the Pope very interesting questions about whether he uses a computer. It's really, really very interesting. Anyway, so that's just a little overview of Hangouts. Now, when we do the live event, what will happen is I will count you in and I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then there'll be a little ping, and then we'll be going live. And then you'll notice the live button at the top of the screen. So that's how that works. And that's an indication of when we're live. And then when we finish the broadcast, I'll stop the broadcast, and we'll still be together in this kind of what they call the green room. So don't rush away when we end the broadcast. Stay there because we can have a little conversation about how we thought it went afterwards. So that's starting the broadcast and ending the broadcast. Now, the interesting thing is that we've got a film strip. So if you look down below, you'll see a film strip, and you can see everybody's image. And actually, we've practically got a full house. This is wonderful. Hello, Dan. Hello, Jan. And so basically, the film strip makes this different from other technologies like webinars. This is the characteristic, if you like, of a Hangout. Now, what's interesting is that we have got something called auto-pinning going on. So if anybody coughs or makes a noise, then their image will appear on the screen. And what I'm going to, unless you've muted yourself, of course, so I'm going to suggest that any of you now makes a sound or says a word.
Good morning.
Corrie.
How are you?
Well, I'm just getting over a cold, so I may be coughing. And will you tell us how to mute?
I'll show you how to mute in a moment. I just wanted to get this instruction about the pinning, auto-pinning, because it can be a bit confusing. Because I'm the presenter, actually, although I'll be behind the scenes on the day, I'll be pinning what is broadcast. But you as individuals in the Hangout, you can choose what you see on the main screen. And how you do that is by taking someone's image and clicking on it. So you can do that right now to mine if you want. And you'll see that around my name, there'll be like a white frame. And I'll always appear on the screen. And if you click my image again, the pinning comes off, and then it reverts to whoever's speaking. So have a little experiment with that, because that's something that's quite important to appreciate. It's your own view, if you like, of what's happening inside the Hangout. But on the day, on the show, I take care of what appears on the screen, because obviously I have to control making sure your videos come in at the right time. So Kelly, in answer to your question now, if you want to mute yourself, and actually I can see already a couple of people have muted themselves, and that's good. Maddie's muted herself. So to do that, if you go to your little image, and there's a button, top right-hand corner, and if you click that, it'll drop down link, or arrow, if you like, you can see the options there to mute. So why don't you all make sure you know how to mute, and make sure you know how to unmute, which is just reverse of that, clicking that again. So hopefully that's quite clear with regards to sound. And during the live event, there'll just be, Kelly, you'll be doing most of the talking, and there'll be, obviously, the videos will come on the screen as well. So what else can you see inside a Google Hangout? Well, if you decide to run your own Google Hangouts, then the important thing to know is there's lots of tools, and the tools are all available on the left-hand side. So if you take your mouse and you wiggle it over on the left-hand side, you can see the tools available. Now, the one that's quite useful is right at the top. Can everyone see these tools? The chat one is the one I'd like you to click. You can unmute yourself if you'd like. Just let's have this as a conversation rather than me doing all the talking. So click the chat. And on the right-hand side now will be the group chat. So let's have a little conversation. Let's say hello in the chat. And this is useful because the outside audience, the people who are watching the Hangout, do not see this. They don't see this.
So basically, you're able to have a conversation, ask each other questions, just make sure that you can kind of keep things in flow during the actual event, that type of thing, to stay cued in and conversational with each other as needed.